Hello students, in today's English period, we are going to see the remaining part of the lesson number 2. In this lesson, there are two stories and first story, the stag at the pool. This story we have started in previous period. Today we are going to see the remaining part of this story. In previous period, we have seen the stag means a male deer, and the stag he was happy with his curving antlers, but he was disgusted because of his legs that we have seen in last period. Today we are going to continue the story. As he was brooding in this way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. Here, the meaning of brooding is thinking sadly for a long time, and swish means to move quickly through the air, making a soft rushing sound. Now, swish means actually you can hear the arrow sound. It is called swish. When arrow go through or it pass through you, that time the sound of the arrow come. That sound only it is called swish. When Stag was brooding, means thinking sadly about his legs, he heard an arrow going swish across the pool. At the same time, he picked up the scent of hunters. Means scent means what here smell. At the same time, he picked up the scent of hunters. We come to know that the hunters are coming. With a quick turn, he bounded away. Bounded means what here? To run with long steps. When Stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool, that time he come to know that hunters are nearby. Now hunters means what here? A person who hunt or shikari we say. And that time what he done? The stag bounded away means he ran. Bounded means to run. He ran very fast and his legs carried him swiftly into the forest. Here swiftly means moving with great speed. When Stag come to know the hunters are nearby, that time his legs carried him swiftly into the forest. Means he ran into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trail, but they were no match for his speed. Hot on his trail means what? See, very close to him, about to catch him. Means hunters were very close to the stag to catch him, but they were no match for his speed. Means very fast the stag was running in that forest. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. Means far behind the hunters were left and stag was running very fast. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down. Now, stag was safe now, and he was walking slowly now. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into thicket. Now, thicket means a large group of trees, bushes, etc., growing close together. In Marathi, we say garda झाडी for the thicket. There were trees with strong branches growing close together, and alas is the word it is used to express sadness. The stag's antlers, of which he was so proud, got caught in the thick growth. Means in the thicket, in the thick growth of the trees, their stag's antlers got caught. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. Entangled means got caught. Now, stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, means more he was trying to make himself free, but his antlers it got entangled in the branches. Once again, the stag could hear the hunters drawing close. Drawing close means coming near. Means he once again hear that the hunters are coming close. And grew afraid. Means stag was now afraid. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and he bounded away. At last, means at the end, what he done here? He managed to free his antlers from that thick growth of the thicket, and he bounded away, means he ran away. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. Now, see, children, what the stag is telling here, that I realize now that my ugly feet they only save my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they were or they would have been the cause of my death. The stag is telling, I was very proud of my handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death because his antlers was got caught in the thick growth of the thicket. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. This sentence which I read out, that is the message of this story, the stag at the pool. Very means in a high degree. Now what is the message of the story, the stag at the pool? See, very often we dislike the very things. Means many times what happened, we dislike the very things, means many things we dislike, and that things are only most useful to us. Which things we don't like, we dislike, that things are only useful to us. For example, you can see here in this story, stag hates his legs but he praised his antlers. But he dislike his legs, but that legs only help him in his difficult situation. Students, here difficult words are given. These difficult words you have to learn and you have to write 5 times in English notebook. This is today's homework. Which are the difficult words? See, fables, message, characters, Aesop, Greece, generation, proverbs, stat. Reflection, delighted, antlers, graceful, curving, disgusted, spindly. Brooding, bounded, hunters, struggled, entangled, handsome, dislike. Students, these words you have to learn and you have to write 5 times in English notebook. This is today's homework. Thank you.